All right. So, want to get to our main event?
Yeah, shit, man.
I mean, so you
Yeah,
survived
yeah.
10 minutes of unedited footage of a bear,
Good,
and we're
good
moving on
segue.
to surviving the night with a whole bunch of fucking people chasing you. So basically, this is
Awesome
survive the
segue.
night movies. These are all movies that all take place within one night, with a group of people being chased by either killers, gangs, zombies, whatever, and they have to make it through the night in order to get home safe. I have a feeling that we might have the same movies on our list, but probably in different order. So I'm very
I
curious
feel like
to
there's,
know.
I feel like there's two for sure.
Yeah, two for sure. I do believe two. I had to go outside the box because I was thinking, man, what's another great survive the night movie that you don't really think that is a survive the night movie? I wanted to put Trespass on on this list, but I haven't seen that movie in so long
Ooh, me
that I
neither.
needed
Me
a
neither.
refresher on that.
That's what William Sadler and Ice Cube and I
And
think
Bill
Ice T's in there
Paxton.
too, right? Bill
Yep.
Paxton. Oh my god, yeah. I forgot about Trespass, yo. I didn't even think of that. It's a lot of movies I missed, honestly, like on the list and honorable mention wise. Like I don't have any zombie movies. Just a heads up. And I'm
Neither
mad
do
that I
I.
didn't. Yeah, I'm mad that I didn't. I don't think
One,
there's
two
really
on my honorable mentions.
what, zombie movies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because they fit the
Fair enough.
criteria.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And one was one we talked about earlier.
Oh, surely you're talking about Resident Evil Afterlife.
Yeah,
That's gotta be
exactly.
that's
It's
gotta
part.
be in honorable
It's two,
mentions.
bro. It's gotta be two with Jill Valentine and Odell Fair, bro. Like, come on.
God damn, man. The editing in that movie is so fucking frustrating, yo. It fucking frustrates me. Like crazy ass weird zoom ins and slow motion. It's just like, why are we here? Alexander Witt. Mike Epps said on I think it was Kid Cudi's podcast, Mike Epps said that the director was drunk the whole shoot. He said, but he did a good job though. He said that director was drunk as fuck. And
Sounds
apparently
like the
so was his editor.
director. Sounds like the director from Super Mario Brothers. Also,
Oof. Listen,
they
he
were
was
just
so fucked
high
up.
on meth.
He let his cast members get drunk. Like Bob Hoskins apparently was wasted when they made that movie,
Yeah, both of them were. It was hilarious. All
and
right.
you wouldn't be able to tell.
No, that's the crazy part, huh? You really can't. I think there is one part, but when he's dancing.
With
He's,
the big titty chick, Bertha,
yeah,
or whatever the hell her name is.
Big Bertha.
Yeah, isn't she supposed to be the fish?
Yeah,
Wasn't Bertha the fish?
yeah, Bertha was a fish.
God damn, you guys didn't have a budget for shit.
And then they made
Damn,
Yoshi
man.
a little baby velociraptor.
From Carnosaur.
Yeah,
Yoshi looked
exactly.
like shit, man. Damn, that was the biggest thing that bothered me as a kid with that movie. I'm like, dog, y'all could have just spray painted them green at least. Damn. Like y'all want to
And
keep
then,
it so it's a live action movie, so much so that Yoshi was just a piece of shit animatronic.
yeah, it's just a velociraptor.
Damn.
All right, so you want to start us off? So we're doing survive the night.
I'll start us off, especially after what I had to endure with that 10 minutes of that video that we just watched. That shit, man. This was one that almost didn't make my list. It was either between this and something else, but I was like looking movies up and I was like, damn, I almost forgot about this, man. And the first time I saw this, it is one of those movies. I was trying to pick movies where it's like you can kind of put yourself in the character's shoes. And it is a fucked up situation. And the two leads, I'm like, they can't seem to escape each other, but more so the main character can't escape this dude and has to, like, he got one job to do. And it turns into a whole bunch of other shit. My number 5 is Collateral with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise.
Oh, hey.
This movie, like something about the way Michael Mann shot his earlier, or not his earlier, but his later movies like Collateral, Public
Miami Vice.
Enemies, Miami Vice. Like, I don't know what it is about his. Like, I don't know if it's the film grain. I don't know if it's the style. It feels so real and so gritty, almost like he's filming it in like real time documentary shit. But Collateral, man, I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is a cool movie, man. I wonder what this is going to be about." And I thought Jada Pinkett was going to be in it a lot more, but she just passes through at some point. Jason Statham passes through, but Tom Cruise is so convincing, yo. Like when he tells Jamie Foxx, he's like, what did he pay you for the night? He's just like, oh, such and such. And he's like, I'll tell you what. And then he just flips the money and he's got all those Benjis. Yeah. And I was like, yo, this dude's cool as shit. But then he goes into that apartment building or whatever, or that house, and that body falls on the truck. I'm like, oh, fuck. You're in too deep, and you're not getting away from this dude. Vincent, whatever his name is Vincent Jamie Foxx, or is that Tom Cruise?
That's Tom Cruise.
I don't remember. Okay, yeah, you're not getting away from this dude. He's a trained assassin. Even if you try to run, like, he handcuffed him to the car, and he's so vicious that he handcuffed him to the car so that he wouldn't go anywhere because he needed him for transportation, but he killed the two dudes that robbed him for the briefcase. And then he uncuffed them. And then the scene, like, Tom Cruise he's even funny in the movie too, yo, where he tells him to tell the dispatcher to shove the cab up his fat ass or some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this dude's got a sense of humor on top of being like one of the most dangerous people you ever seen. And you want to know that Jamie Foxx ain't gonna die, but it was certain parts of the movie where I was like, I don't know, yo, he might kill you. Like when he threw the briefcase over onto the freeway and then he put the gun to him, he's like, let's see what else you can do. And then he took him to see his mom, and I was like, oh my, like this shit it's intense, yo. I think it's one of Michael Mann's. I'm not super crazy about all his movies, but I think it's one of his better put together movies, man, because it just takes place during that one night. And Tom Cruise actually, he ends up dying. You know, they have a shootout on the train, and I love that Jamie Foxx is like, he's scared to shoot that gun, but he's like, yo, it's either me or you, and I'm not gonna die. Like, he's not a trained assassin like Tom Cruise, but he's a dude that's just like, listen, man, I gotta survive this shit. I have to, or I'm not gonna survive. But yeah, Collateral, that's my number 5, bro. And it almost didn't make the list at all because I didn't even consider putting that shit on there.
That's on my list too. So I'm gonna move it down right here so we both talk about it. So yeah, Collateral was a genuine surprise. Really, I saw this in the theater, bro, and I was like, wow, I've never seen Tom Cruise like this, man. Tom Cruise as a bad guy. I'm like, dude, I need to see this, and I need to see Tom Cruise more this side of Tom Cruise, because this was amazing. Like, holy shit, man, this motherfucker was no joke. Like, he was
scary.
Yeah, he was scary, and he was formidable. He knew what he was doing. That hip draw in the alley, like, he was a quick draw. This motherfucker was about it, dude.
Ball. That dude,
that club scene too is amazing. At the end, the shootout in the club scene.
Oh, I forgot about that. I thought you were talking about when he's questioning that dude from Four Brothers about Miles Davis. Even that scene, like, he shot the fuck out of him in like a split second. That was crazy. That was insane. But no, I agree, yo. Tom Cruise definitely needs to do, like, all right, Ethan Hunt, like, let's wrap it up, buddy. Let's wrap all that Ethan Hunt shit up. We've seen it. We've seen Reacher and all of that. Like, Tom Cruise as a bad guy, we do need more of that.
Yeah. And it's kind of, it's daring too, because
in space.
It's daring too, because at this point in his career, you know, people kind of soured on him, and he does this film, and people just started to love him again, because it's like he just showed that he was about it. He did this, and then right after this, I think he did Magnolia, or before he did Magnolia, he had back-to-back dramatic roles.
I've never seen it,
and yeah, I think this was a saving grace for Tom Cruise, in my opinion. I think it turned public opinion around for him in a good way, because people want more of this Tom Cruise. I do too.
Yeah, this movie was
I love
fire.
this movie. So that was also on my list. So we might have 2 more on our list. So we'll see. All right, what's next on yours?
There's probably one that we got. Probably one we might have on our list too. Just skip all the pleasantries. My number 4 is Run All Night with Liam Neeson's. Run All Night, man. Like, people know I'm not a big Liam Neeson fan. If it's not fucking Dark Man, if it's not him as Qui-Gon in The Phantom Menace, if it's not this movie, don't really care too much for Liam Neeson on screen, man. I don't. Nell I used to watch a lot, but that's only because it used to come on fucking HBO like every 6 hours. But Liam Neeson in this movie, man, this is like he's scruffy, he's rugged, he's dirty, he's drunk, but he gonna protect his son, yo. And I'm telling, like, that's scary, yo. When the cops pull up to Joel Kinnaman's house and he's just trying to do the right thing, and you know how much of a good guy he is, a family man and all that shit, straight edged. When those cops are like, yeah, do me a favor, turn around, put your hands behind, calm as shit. And this happens in real life. He's like, yeah, turn around, put your hands behind your back. And then he's like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, yo, you feel that? He said, say something again, I'll blow your fucking teeth through your cheek or whatever he said. I was like, oh shit, like the cops are in his pocket too. That is terrifying, yo. The fact that you've got goons, you've got cops. Common is a goddamn Terminator with night vision and all types of weapons, and he's unstoppable. Like, Common as a villain, it works. Him is like anything else, it's like, come on, bruh. Like, we need to pull it together. But, yo, Run All Night, I'm telling you, man, it's one of those movies, like, it was, like, I hadn't seen a movie quite like it at the time since Judgment Night. And I'm like, God damn, this movie's relentless, man, because they don't give you too much room to breathe. Even when those two dudes come in, the two goons of Ed Harris, when they come in and Joel Kinnaman hides his wife and kids, and then he's like, yeah, what is this? And he's like, chicken nuggets for dinner. And then they break his phone, and then you think they're going to fuck him up or kill him, and then you think they're going to find it. Like, it is an intense fucking movie, yo. And the fact that Ed Harris, like, when Ed Harris has that scene with Liam Neeson in the fucking restaurant, man, and he's like, no, like, he tells him to his face, I'm going to kill your son because you killed my son, and we're going to meet back here, and I want to see the same look on your face that you see on mine. And he basically was saying, like, look, man, I'm kind of cool with it, but my wife ain't. He's like, happy wife, happy life. Happy wife, happy life, man. I don't want to hear her mouth no more for the rest of the night, man. All right, so I got to do this. Surely you understand, right? We've been in the trenches together. But dog, the movie, it's intense, man. And then the apartment chase sequence, the forest sequence. I forgot. Liam Neeson does die at the end of this, right? He gets shot. Yeah, he does. Right? And then he saves Joel Kinnaman. Yeah, and his whole thing throughout the whole movie, he's like, no, Jimmy. He's like, don't be a killer. Don't be a killer like me, or whatever the fuck his name was in the movie. Liam Neeson's name was Jimmy, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Just Jimmy, yeah.
I can't remember what Joel Kinnaman's name was, but he's just like, yeah, don't be a killer like me. You don't want to be a killer like me. And like he's trying to do the right thing, but he just has a shitty background. But yeah, Run All Night was it's a movie that like I don't want to ever have nightmares about because it's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
Yeah, I was like, you know, thank you for putting me onto that too, because this was one of those movies where I was just like, nah, I'm good. But then you talked about it and you spoke highly about it. I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. And I watched it and I was very surprised on how well this movie was and how good it was and how intense it was. Especially that project scene was fucking dope. That project scene was fucking dope, bro. I was like, oh, shit. Like, how are they going to get out of this?
Yeah. Yeah, it goes there, yo. And it, again, it's a scenario. It's nothing supernatural. It's nothing sci-fi or crazy. Like, I think the action is just enough in a movie like that. And they didn't go over the top with it. They made it like, yo, this shit could really happen, man. Even the shootout sequence where Liam Neeson is chasing after the cop car that's got Joel Kinnaman in it, and he's got to kill those cops because they're trying to kill his son. I'm like, yeah, man, like this shit is, and I wrote it off too, just like you. I was like, man, and I had the DVD. I was like, why is this even here? And I watched it. I was like, whoa, like this is like the Liam Neeson I want to see if we're going to do a shit ton of action movies. That's probably I don't know if you hear that. That's probably Liam Neeson's engine backfiring out there. God damn, man. They
added. It's early, too. It's like, what? 11
11:23 here. Yep. Never fucking
must fails, be lunchtime.
I hate that. All right. And I don't want to be a Karen.
Run All Night. That's a good pick. That's a solid pick.
That's my number 4.
All right. My number 4 is going to be Warriors.
Ooh. Now, but I've never seen it. I'm just telling y'all, spoiler alert, I've never seen it.
Really? Wow.
I know James Raymore and all that. But yeah, I didn't. I saw that when I was looking up like what type of movies are in this subgenre, and I saw Warriors, and I didn't know that was going to be on your list though. But I hear it's classic. I hear
It's
it's
a
really good.
badass movie, bro. So basically, Cyrus is trying to unite all the street gangs, so they become one gang and they take over the entire city, and it's basically one nation. Assassination happens, Cyrus dies, and they blame it on the Warriors, who have to go back to Coney Island, home base, and they have to go through every borough in order to get there. There's a lot of fighting, a lot of intense, a lot of warriors get lost. It's really good. It's really intense. It's one of Walter Hill's best films. It's gritty, and the kind of New York that they showcase just doesn't exist anymore. And it
Post
fits as a
apocalyptic.
top. No, because it takes place in the 70s, and it's not sci-fi. It takes place during at that time, but it's a time capsule of what New York used to be. It's pretty
Uh-huh.
crazy. When you ever watch that documentary, The Bronx Kings?
I have not.
You have so the Bronx Kings also is like a segue into the Warriors, because that also details like how the gangs and how the Bronx was, fucked up, and how the government just was not funding New York and just letting buildings being just stand, just like be dilapidated, just abandoned and fucked up. Like The Message. You seen the music video to The Message from Grandmaster Flash?
I thought you were talking about fucking Dr. Dre for a second.
No, the Grandmaster Flash, The Message. Basically, that's like the whole backtrack of the Warriors. That's so yeah, and it's a good movie. It's a great cast.
David
And
Patrick
when
Kelly from The Crow is in this shit.
yeah, yeah,
Is
he's
he
the
the one that
trigger
says
man.
Warriors?
Yeah, that's him. And that was
And he's
all
got
ad
like
lib
bottles on
too.
his.
I was all ad lib. He's like, yeah, I just came up with that on the spot,
Lynn
which you can kind of
Thigpen.
tell.
Lynn Thigpen's in this shit. Looked like they went crazy with the costume design in this movie too.
Yeah, it's pretty detailed, bro.
79. These motherfuckers look like a baseball team in this one picture. They
The
made a game out of this shit
Furies,
back in the day. I remember.
yeah, you have gangs like the Orphans, the Pimps, the Baseball Furies, the Lizzies.
Oh, this is rated R.
Yeah, this is a badass movie, bro. You should definitely check this movie out.
They are deep as shit. This dude's like holding his hands up, looking like he's preaching to everybody, and the whole
Yeah,
fucking
that's
crowd of people.
that's Cyrus.
Oh, okay. Now they got the little trailer going. You can see all of these different gangs. Like everybody's got the same outfits on. They've got face paint and shit. Oh Jesus, they've got skinheads. Lord. So all of these motherfuckers are going after one gang?
Yeah, so his idea was to unite all the gangs. They all go under the nation banner, and so they take over the borough. They take over the city. They would outman and outgun the police, and that was the whole theory. Is like, if we all do this, we can run this fucking city. You need to
Mm-hmm.
believe in me. But people did not want that, because they wanted their own territory, they wanted their own money, and they wanted to be their own brand. Cyrus had big ideas. He was gonna fucking corporate this whole thing. He was gonna make him into a Fortune 500 company. That was his thinking. Progressive thinking,
Now
but it got him killed.
you do realize, like, I'm looking at this trailer and I'm looking at the fact that this came out in 1979. You do realize they're going to remake this, right?
They tried. They tried.
Oh, did they?
But they tried, but it fell through because they couldn't figure out how to make this, because in order to make this movie properly, you have to set it at this time, because at this time, that's when you had gangs like that. You didn't have, because in the 80s and 90s, that's when you just have Bloods and Crips and stuff like that. So you had to have like smaller gangs like this in order to make it more feasible. Because if you try to do that,
you can't modernize this.
No, if you try to do it with Latin Kings and Bloods and Crips and Northsiders, Southsiders, it's not gonna work. Because the street politics is just not gonna happen. It won't work. The only way it could work is probably if you do it in LA and do with all those gangs there.
Mm.
But even though
somebody
then
will have a problem with that too.
Yeah, even then that's still gonna be an issue.
Yeah, they he said they tried it. Yeah, because this seems like something that they would try to remake, but I haven't even seen the movie, and I don't even think that would work. Certain things are just time capsules, bro. Like it's like trying to remake Beach Street or trying to remake House Party. Oh, I'm sorry, they already did that.
Yeah. Or
that was a fucking Survive the Night experience in itself. Was watching the House Party remake. Like that shit.
That should be a topic, bro. Movies we survived.
Write it down.
Movies we survived, homie. Oh shit.
I just wrote that shit down too. Yeah, because listen, it's a lot. It's a lot of them. It's a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of ones.
That's my number 4, The Warriors.
Yeah, I got to get on that shit. You're definitely not the first person ever to tell me like, yo, you haven't seen it. What the fuck are you even doing?
Yeah, it's an awesome movie, bro.
We on 3.
Yes, yeah, we're on 3.
I said 13. That's fucking 30, ain't it?
No, it's 30.
What am I talking about?
No, you're right.
I thought it was just Trace. 13 isn't 13? Or 30?
Less. No, 30 is I'll find it right now.
Man, I could listen. Clearly,
30.
Spanish was not my subject of choice.
30 is 30.
So my number 3 is going to be me having to change my motherfucking earbud because it's dying right now. Hold on real quick, bro. Because I don't want this shit to fucking die on you. Alright. I fucking hate these earbuds, man. Yo, can you still hear me?
Oh, how funny. Tony Scott was announced to do the remake for The Warriors, relocating the story to a modern LA setting.
Modernized it.
Scott said that the film would not feature stylized gangs like the original, but following Tony's death in 2012, Mark Neverdeen expressed interest in taking over the project, though no remake has materialized. So Tony Scott did have the same idea I had, take it to LA, because that would work. But again,
it's a shame he never. Rest in peace. Shout out to Tony Scott, man.
Yeah. I think if anyone could have done it, I think Tony Scott could have done it.
And you know the way that he directed his movies, it would have been like raw as fuck too.
Mm-hmm.
He would have used that weird editing and shit that he does with his movies, or that he did with his later films.
Yeah, I think he would have been. I think he was the right guy for it. Because this movie is raw, and you need someone that is just as raw and as gritty to tell this type of story.
I mean, you could have got Uwe Boll to do it. Honestly, like I think he probably would have did it. Like
he would have done it for a ham sandwich.
Yeah, that's an expensive budget.
Yeah.
He would be like, I just wanted to take the warriors and put them in a castle with zombies, and I don't know. I'm the fucking genius. I just don't know. If you don't like my movie, I fight you in a ring and fuck you. Like, Uwe Boll's such a sad sack of shit, man. But guess what? I'm going to watch 28. What is it? 23 years later or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
House of the Dead, 23 years later.
Oh, I can't wait, yo. I'm telling you, it's gonna be an experience for sure, man. And the fact that I feel like he's gonna try to get this to come out in theaters, oh Lord.
Oh yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Most fucking definitely. He's gonna try to do that shit. You're gonna be on some bullshit, watch.
Yeah, because you're doing it out of spite, bitch. You're doing it for all the wrong reasons. Let me chill for Uwe Boll. Like, I just hear a knock at the door.
I know. If you like the same thing with Dame Dash earlier.
Listen, Dame Dash. I'll start an alliance with Dame Dash just to stop Uwe Boll from making movies. Like, I'll pick the lesser of the two evils, honestly. Because at least one of them knows the business well enough. Uwe Boll just be making shit.
Yeah. Which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Oh, that's on your list? House of the Dead is on Survived.
That's a movie that definitely be on the list for the movies that I survived. I'll tell you that right.
The movies you survived, right? Yeah,
yeah, that'd be on that list for sure.
God damn, man. Oh shit.
Oh my god. All right, what's next, man?
We'll be on number 3.
3.
Yeah, number 3. So my number 3. I think this was always going to be on the list. I had to just remember how long of a time period this shit took place. But it is a survive the night movie. They go there in the daytime. They have to survive, and they make it out of there in the morning. Well, some of them do because some of them get fucked up. My number 3 is Green Room. Recipe shout out to Anton Yelchin. Yeah, recipe shout out to Anton Yelchin.
Missed that one.
This
that
shit,
was
bro.
Fucking fire.
I bought this shit, I want to say 2016. And I was I had got off, I went to cash my fucking check. Like this was long before direct deposits and shit. Like so I went to cash my check. And right across the street was a Poppy store, and I went and got me a fucking hoagie, and at the front they had like this little container thing. I guess it was like their $5 bin and shit. But they had like this container with these DVDs. So I'm just flipping through the shit. And something, I don't know why I grabbed it. I don't know. Like the front cover didn't really give you much. It was like, you didn't know it was Anton Yelchin, but it was somebody like crouching down holding a machete in this green like hallway type of thing. And something told me, I was like, yo, just grab it. Just buy it. Watch something else. And I think I bought like Angry Birds or some shit for my daughter. But I went home and I watched it that night, and I'm like, this shit is terrifying, yo. The fact that it all stemmed from Anton Yelchin seeing something he wasn't supposed to see, and now they won't let y'all leave. Like he didn't see the murder, but he saw the girl's dead body in the green room, and that all stemmed from the girl. Oh, I forgot my jacket. He's like, yo, I got you. Like that's normal. That shit can happen to anybody. And you just see something you don't want to see. This is one of the reasons why, like when I'm out and about or anywhere, I keep my head on a swivel, but I mind my fucking business. That is a fear of mine, bro. Like to just see something happen that you ain't supposed to see, and now you are just somehow involved in it. But the fact that I was already on edge because they had to perform at that neo-Nazi bar, and when they won't let them leave, and then you got what's my man name? Macon Blair is the guy that's like trying to, he's trying to de-escalate the situation. He's like, yo, just calm down. And it's like, okay, this is the good guy. Maybe he's going to let them go. No, he calls Patrick Stewart, and Patrick Stewart's like, fuck them all. Get the dogs, get the guns, get the machetes. We got to get rid of these motherfuckers because somebody's going to talk, and they can't risk, they got the two skinheads stabbing each other outside, like to make it a realistic situation. And I don't remember if they had the cops in their pockets, but bro, when bodies start dropping, yo, not even when the bodies start dropping, when they're like, yeah, we're going to give you the gun and then you let us go. And Anton Yelchin puts his hand through that door and he sells it, bro, because oh my God, when they pull his hand back and they show that shot of how sliced his shit is hanging on by a thread, yo. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh yeah, like y'all not getting out of this. Y'all not getting out of this, and if y'all are, y'all not getting out of this in one piece. And then they had to duct tape his shit up. They snapped the dude's arm and cut him open with the box cutter. Then they try to fight them. They try to fight the skinheads off, but when them dogs come out, bro, them dogs come out. That dog tears that one dude's throat out. I was like, shit, this movie's fucked up, yo. Then the one guy tries to help him. He gets his head blown off from the shotgun. I was like, yo, this is terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. And I didn't even think Anton Yelkin and Imogen Poots were going to make it out of that shit. But they did. I don't remember how, but that movie...
by luck.
That movie is so... that movie's so gruesome, yo, and just so scary. Like, and it's not even really... You can't even really consider it a horror movie. It's more of a thriller than anything, but it's got horror movie elements to it, man. It is take no prisoners. You don't know who's going to die type of shit. It's rough, man. If anybody has not seen Green Room, I cannot recommend that shit anymore. Like, it's an insane movie, but definitely not for, like, it's brutal. Like, if you're like squeamish and all of that, like not so much gore, but just violence, it's there. It's there in spades for sure. And I can't remember this. Let me look up this director, man, because
Jeremy
Saller. I think he's got some other. There you go. Yep. I think he's got some other shit out.
Murder Party. He also did Rebel Ridge.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Which I haven't seen either. Yeah, I haven't seen Rebel Ridge.
Did he? Oh, yo. Rebel Ridge, the best comparison I can give you is Walking Tall. And that's in a sense where you got this gentle giant of a character with Aaron Pierre. He doesn't really believe in using guns. He was in the war, but ever since he came home, he doesn't really believe in using guns until maybe it's time to do so. Like, he will fuck you up by just disarming you and just hitting maneuvers on you. But it's like the action sequences are pretty cool, yo. And it's like a slow burn. Like, it's a really slow burn. Like, there's a really great scene in there with him and I can't remember the main bad guy's name, the sheriff or whatever, but
Don Johnson.
It's just dialogue. Don Johnson, there you go. Yeah, it's just dialogue. It's just dialogue, and you're waiting to see, like, all right, I don't know how this is going to play out. And it's all in the midst of the cops finding out who Aaron Pierre really is, like special ops and all that other shit. But yeah, it's pretty good, man. It does drag in the second act a little bit before it gets a chance to get popping again. But it's a good watch, man. Like, Aaron Pierre is a badass in that movie. Yeah, Blue Ruin, I got to see though.
Blue Ruin is fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah, I think you were telling me about that shit before.
It's amazing. It's one of those revenge stories, bro, that actually sticks its landing because it also says something about revenge and how far that can curse a family. And I think it's very interesting how that movie goes about it. Blue Ruin is one of my favorites. Macon Blair is also in that one too. He's the main character,
isn't he? Yeah. I remember seeing the trailer, but I was like, I'm not really sure what this is about.
Yeah, dude, it's an amazing movie. Green Room, that was my number 3. Green Room, that's an amazing pick, though. I fucking completely forgot about that movie.
It's burned into my brain, man. Just the way that they killed him off or just injured him. It's fucking crazy.
Damn, I don't know if my next one's gonna live up to that one, but this is actually a personal favorite of mine and one of my favorite remakes. And I think it's one of the remakes that does the original justice, and it's The Crazies.
Ooh! I thought
movie,
you were gonna say something different, but yes.
That movie is a good one. Fucking crazy, man. And technically it is a survive the night, even though the first act takes place within like the first couple days. Mm-hmm. That once it gets to that third act, it is a survive the night and try to escape town.
Once the shit hits the fan, right?
It's an intense movie and it's an intense watch. I remember seeing that in the theater and thinking, "Oh my god, dude!" Like,
oh, you see that shit now, you lucky bastard!
Yeah, I saw that in the theater and I was like, "Holy shit!" I don't ever remember going to the movie theater seeing something that visceral and that gritty in a very long time at that point in time.
That was Breck Eisner, right? That directed that movie.
I think so. Yeah. Timothy Olyphant.
Because I think he was supposed to, at one point in time, he was either supposed to do Hellraiser or he was supposed to do a Friday the 13th sequel.
I think he was attached to a Hellraiser. 'Cause I do remember.
Yeah, Breck Eisner.
Oh, he directed The Last Witch Hunter also?
Is that Vin Diesel? Yeah.
And
Apparently,
then
there's
he
going to be a
directed.
sequel to that.
And he also directed The Karate Kid with Jackie Chan.
Everyone's favorite.
Man, he's only done 3 movies? That's crazy. He's only done
The Crazies was a
Sahara.
good one though, man.
Yeah, that was
That
a.
was and I've never confession time, and people are going to be like, you call yourself a fucking George A. Romero fan. I am, but I've never seen The Crazies. I've seen the first 10 minutes of it, and it is. I had to put myself back in the time frame it was, man. Like the mass hysteria, the paranoia at the time, and like I always make the mistake of watching the remakes first, man, and then it's hard to go back on the originals and try to respect the source material. But The Crazies is fucking fire, yo. Like that scene when Tim Oliphant goes into the funeral home and he's cutting that dude's mouth open and he's like behind you, and that fucking that crazy ass Undertaker when he's got that saw and that shit starts like spinning towards fucking Tim Oliphant on his own. And then I love the character deputy. I love the deputy, man, because you understood. He was losing his mind, man. It wasn't his fault, but he was like, yo, I got your back, but I'm crazy. Like I don't know what the fuck to do. There's nothing I can do. And he sacrificed his life for them to get away. I don't know if I would have been that generous, but maybe because the wife was pregnant. But I probably would have told Tim Oliphant, like, look, man, that's your wife. Like, I don't like.
Yeah, but the girl that he liked died, so he was like, man, fuck, I ain't got nothing to live for. Didn't he like that Becca chick?
She was fucking with Scotty. Remember Scotty? Scotty didn't know. It's the baseball player.
Oh, okay.
Because remember Scotty came out with the rifle and they shot him and his motherfucking parents down, I think. And I love that scene where they're in the barn and they snatch up the soldier and they make him give a little bit of an explanation. And he's like, listen, if you tell them where I'm at, I'll fucking kill you. And then the dudes come in and they're like, yo, is it clear? And he's like, yeah, we're all clear. I love scenes like that where the soldiers or the cops just let the civilians go. Like, I love that scene. I hated the fucking, the mom and the son. I didn't like them when they were human. And I hated them even more when they turned crazy because remember the son. Remember she stabbed him in the hand, and they were going to kill the wife when they were in the nursery and shit. And then he stabs her. He still got the knife in it. Tim Oliphant's such a badass. He still got the knife in his hand, and he stabs her in the throat while the shit's still in his hand. Yeah. I don't know how that worked for him afterwards because you mixing blood and shit at that point. So that's a whole nother movie for another time.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame too that we never got like a sequel or a follow up to that because that was a damn good movie, bro.
Yeah, it was one of the better remakes that nobody really talks about.
Exactly. I think it understood the assignment, like it really did, and I think it did it a better. I think it did much better than what George A. Romero did, because if you watch the original version, it's much slower, much deliberate, and it's more commentary about how the government is poisoning its own people. So I think that, and this one kind of does the same commentary, but it also understands that we're going to mix some action and some horror in here so to keep you engaged. I think the Crazies with Romero is a little bit too self-serious for my liking. If that makes sense. Like, it takes itself too serious.
The George A. Romero fans out there are going to definitely...
They're definitely going to like type in the comments and shit like, what the fuck do you mean?
Especially because the lady that was like the leader of the George A. Romero Foundation just passed away, so... Yeah, you're about to get us a lot of bullshit. I forgot her name, but one of the founders of the thing, I think she passed away like a week or two ago. Something along the lines of that.
Suzanne Dorsher. Oh shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Founder, president has passed away. Oh, it was his wife.
For real? You know what? I keep
Yeah.
forgetting him and Christine Romero have been divorced for years. I forgot that they just were still working together on certain projects.
Yeah, Dorsha Romero founded the museum in 2018 after her late husband's passing in 2017. Has been a fierce
Damn.
advocate for his legacy in art, and it was her mission to strengthen horror as a serious field of global study. She was a tremendous fighter on behalf of Romero's works and supporting new filmmakers inspired by his legacy. So,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Thank you for your contributions. I hope they keep that. I hope they keep it alive. You know, keep that George A. Romero
Yeah,
Foundation alive.
man. Cause you
That's
you know how
needed.
that
You
shit
know.
go. You know how that shit go. I hope that doesn't affect what they're about to do with Twilight of the Dead. Because did you see that they cast Kate Beckinsale as the lead in Twilight of the Dead, and they hired the stunt coordinator from fucking um damn, what was it? It was a Bullet Train, and I'm like, hold the fuck up! Like, I know y'all not about to do what I think y'all about to do with the final George A. Romero movie and turn it into a damn action movie. Like, come on, that's not what this was, man. Y'all about
they're
to
gonna turn it into Underworld.
exactly, man. Like, come on, man. Now, before was it what was it? Mila Jovovich before for Twilight of the Dead as the lead, and I'm like, come on, man, come on, yo, like I love Mila Jovovich down, but it's like I don't see her as a fit for a George A. Romero lead. Like, we've already gotten bad leads for the last three fucking George A. Romero zombie movies. You had Simon Baker in fucking Land of the Dead. You had whoever that annoying ass dude was behind the camera in Diary of the Dead, and you had whoever that dude was that played Brubaker in Survival of the Dead. And it's just like, come on, man. I'm not saying that Kate Beckinsale's a terrible actress. I just think it's a certain fit. And maybe they want to try different things, but I'm just, as soon as they said they hired a stunt choreographer from Bullet, I was like, come on, man. Like, I see what y'all doing. Like, we see it. We all see it. And I don't want it. Am I going to watch it? Yeah. Absolutely going to watch it.
So Greg Nicotero and KMB Effects are still on board with Twilight of the Dead with makeup. Kate Beckinsale
Good.
replaced Jovovich. The Paz brothers were tapped to replace Brad Anderson.
Oh, the director, yeah, and Brad, and I warmed up to Brad Anderson doing it because when I saw The Machinist, I was like, this movie's pretty good. It's weird, psychological, so
Who the fuck are the Paz brothers?
I don't know, man. But now it's on an island, and I wonder, was that always the thing? Because Night of the Living Dead 2 was supposed to take place on a zombie-filled island. That was the Day of the Dead sequel. They had the original three actors back and all of that. So bruh, I'm hoping for the best. That's all I can do.
They did a found footage movie called Jerusalem.
Did they?
The Golem, another 2018. Plan A, 2021. Huh. I don't know. Okay, so that was my number 3, The Crazies. All right, what's your number 2?
Shit, I got confused already because I cut my Hold on, bro. Let me turn this air on real quick because it's cold in the month. I got confused because I scratched out my number 2 before I had a chance to even say it. Funny enough, this is a remake. It's a remake. You just talked about The Crazies being a remake, but this is a remake from another, horror goat directing wise. And the original, I was like, like, it's a task to get through. I understand people love it at the time it came out. But this one, if you're talking like Survive the Night, man, this shit was high octane action, just badassery level 5,000. My number 2 is the remake of Assault on Precinct 13. This
Ooh,
shit, man.
that's a good one.
This movie, and mind you, I had never seen the original. This is another one of those remakes I saw before the original, and I remember watching this shit. I said, I don't recall Lawrence Fishburne ever being this smooth and gangster since Hoodlum. But this was different. This was straight up villainous Lawrence Fishburne. And him as a Marion Bishop, first of all, the name is kind of gangster, even though his name's Marion, like, but it's like, I give you a pass for having that name because he's just that first scene where he's in the church with that guy from Valentine, and the dude's like, he pulls a gun on him in church, and he, first of all, he's in church doing a crossword puzzle, and then the guy comes up to him, he's like, you thought I was gonna let you walk out here? Get the fuck up and move behind me. And Lawrence Fishburne just hits him with this move and stabs him in the neck with the pen and drops his head down a little bit while everybody's saying Amazing Grace or whatever. Walks clean out the church. He gets booked, but he walks out the church. Then you got Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke can't stop being a cop, whether he's dirty, whether he's straight-laced. This is him on kind of both sides of the fence. He's not dirty, but he's just traumatized from the opening scene where his partners got killed in that drug deal going wrong. So he's, he's medicated and shit. You got him. You got Maria Bello. You got fucking, oh my God, what's that chick's name? That's
Drea Di Matteo.
Oh God, man! I don't know what it was about her in that movie, but it was something. You've got John Leguizamo. Even Ja Rule gets an acting pass in this movie because he's hilarious. That black chick that was in there with the bald head, she's a badass. Even oh my God, man, she's great, yo. And I love that scene. First of all, it's cops and robbers, but then it's like cops and robbers against dirty cops and SWAT team members, like highly trained motherfucking snipers and just those types of people. And it is like when they storm the fort like that, like it's crazy, it's wild. Like they lose a lot of people. I think only like 2 people make it out by the end of it, man. I think Ethan Hawke and Iris make it out alive, and Marion Bishop gets away because but it's so many good standoff moments. I love, man. I love when they all come together to hold down the fort and they chase away like all the dirty cops, but then they meet back in the lobby and they all pull guns on each other. I love that kind of shit, man. I love it because Ja Rule's got he's got Maria Bello. Like, what happened?
The funniest shit, dude, is John was like the first time they invade the precinct and they're all getting overwhelmed. The prisoners get broken out, and John Leguizamo comes out with the big ass ninja sword and stabs the dude like.
Oh yeah, yo, he fucked him up, and he was talking to him. He was talking to, and then the way it sounds, like you can hear the blade piercing. He's like, "You make me your defendant. You make me get bail," and then he stops, and Ja Rule's like, "You alright?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay." Like that dude, John Leguizamo, kind of steals the show, man. Because I love
he does. He really does.
When they're in the jail cell and he's like, Bishop, man. He's like, listen, man, check this out. He's like, black guy, Puerto Rican guy in the car. Who's driving? And he's like, the cops. I was like, yo, that shit is fucking hilarious. There is so many good lines in this movie, man. I love that. I think Brian Dennehy is the cop with the crustache. He can't stand Lawrence Fishburne's character. And Lawrence Fishburne keep telling him, like, yo, he told him at some point, he's like, oh man, I'm just going to have, he said, I have all the shit I'm going to take from you tonight, old man. And he's like, yeah, he was like, you'd like to, he said something, he was like, I'll fuck you up. And he's like, nah, he's like, fuck with me. And he holds the gun up when he says it. I'm like, yo, this dude, you don't want no parts of him, yo. You want no parts of Marion Bishop. There's the scene with Lawrence Fishburne and Drea De Matteo where he's telling her all his stories. And she's like, did you really pull a man's spine out? And he's like, it was an Adam's apple. And she's so turned on by this shit. And then he grips her throat up and you can see she like all that kinky rough shit until it's a real dude that's explaining it to her.
Do some shit like that.
Yeah, that's gonna do some shit like that too, yo. I felt sad that Maria Bello died because she died not snitching, yo. She really did. He was like, Gabriel Byrne was like, yo, how many are in there? She's like 100. And she's got that thing where she's got like ADHD where she keeps counting and doing like multiplication tables and shit. Like, I was just sad when she died. But another thing, Gabriel Byrne, like, can we stop casting him as a villain too? Like, all right, like, not Devil's Advocate. End of Days and all that shit was cool, but you're still doing these roles in the 2000s and beyond. It's like, dog, like just stop.
I think this was his last villain role, though. I don't think this was.
You might be right because I know in Hereditary he was
the absentee husband.
Yeah,
as so many people like to put it.
God damn. Yeah, Hereditary. Damn, he's got a lot of fucking movies under his belt.
Yeah,
War of the World. Oh, that was a TV series. War of the Worlds.
I didn't know he was in Ballerina.
The John Wick spinoff?
Yeah, I didn't know he was in that.
I still haven't seen it, yo.
The Chancellor. Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
He was a fucking villain in that shit too.
And what?
Ghost Ship.
Was he? I thought he was the good guy.
I know he had like some type of like bond with the main girl, but I don't know. Stigmata, he was a good guy.
Yeah.
He was trying to do the right thing. I don't remember him in Enemy of the State at all.
With Will Smith?
Yeah, apparently he was in that. I do not remember him being in that movie. I've only seen it once.
I don't remember that.
Lionheart. Oh, you know what? I said Lionheart. He was in that, but I'm thinking of I thought I was about to be like, oh, that's a dragon movie with Sean Connery. It's like doing the fucking Lionheart, because clearly it's about dragons, right? That's I did pretty well with that.
It's early.
Yeah, I did pretty well. The Chancellor. He was a Chancellor in Ballerina. I gotta watch this shit. But yeah, Assault on Precinct 13, man, that movie's just badass. Like guns blazing, weapons, Molotov cocktails being thrown at people. Man, I love that fucking movie. The original I was like, man, like I love John Carpenter, but this is early John Carpenter where he was still trying to, I guess, figure it out. And I know a lot of people love it. It's a siege movie, but the remake just like, come on, man, that's different. How you amp shit up. Yeah, that's how you amp shit up, bro.
Yeah. I would
agree. Same kind of premise, but yeah, that for sure.
My number 2 is a movie that arguably has one of the greatest soundtracks of all fucking time, and it is Judgment Night.
That's my number 1, yo. That's my number 1 is Judgment Night. So
yeah,
I knew it was going to be on there.
Yeah, I mean we talked about how much we love this movie, man, and this movie is just so good. It's so good, and it still holds up to this day, man. It still holds up. Still holds up. The performances, the editing, the directing, the intensity. Dennis Leary being Dennis Leary for an hour and a half is menacing as fuck. I don't think I ever liked Dennis Leary in a role more than I liked him in this role. And also,
Judgment Night?
Yeah, because he wasn't. I can't remember another Dennis Leary movie where he is this fucking badass, bro, and this villainous. I mean, the ref, but in the ref he's just a thief. In this one, he's a fucking stone cold killer, dude.
Yeah, Dennis Leary, man, that whole scene when Jeremy Piven is like trying to talk his way off of that roof, man. Dennis Leary, he said, "You're the type of guy I fucking hate." I was like, fuck, this dude is intense, man. And it's like, I don't know, it's something in Dennis Leary's eyes where you can tell when he has certain performance moments, he is not playing, yo. And it's scary. He's fucking terrifying. And his goons are terrifying. Like, I like that he is not a villain. And I think we talked about this a lot, like when we did our like our 90s action movies, how they just don't make villains like that no more, bro. They don't make villains that are scary, that live by a certain code. They don't make villains anymore that actually care about their goons. Because I think it was a scene where Dennis Leary found out one of them died, and you could see it kind of like it messed with him a little bit.
Well, I think it was his brother.
Right, oh, one of them was his brother.
Yeah, well, I think one of them was his brother. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, man. Dennis. He's one of the best 90s villains. Like you said, the performances. I don't remember there being a bad performance in the movie. Even when they go to the projects and he hands the dude the blood money, that kid reminded me of Ashton Sanders from the Wu-Tang series and shit. But he's like, yo, man, the money got blood on it. And Dennis Leary's like, you ever seen any money that didn't? I was like, damn, that's a cold ass.
That's a bar.
Yo. Like that shit. Yeah, exactly.
That's a fucking bar.
Yo. For real, yo. Like, and Cuba Gooding Jr., I think the more the movie goes on, it's like the crazier he gets. Where he's like, "Yo, you used to have bigger balls than anybody," and he's like, "Yo, is that what this is about, man? Go ahead somewhere." And then he's like, "Yo, man, like don't leave me," or whatever he says. And I like that they stick together. It sucks that Jeremy Piven had to die, but somebody had to go.
Yeah, and look at this cast: Emilio Estevez, Cuba Gooding Jr., Dennis Leary, Stephen Dorff, Jeremy Piven, Peter Green, Everlast, Michael De
R.I.P.
Lorenzo.
Peter Green too, man.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Oh, I forgot Michael De Lorenzo. Yeah, he was the dude that they hit.
That they hit, yeah.
Stole the money.
Yeah, I mean this is such a good fucking movie, bro. Like I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was great. I can't find a fucking flaw with this movie. It's just
you know what? There is a flaw in this movie. I'll tell you a flaw. Just how much of a dickhead his wife was being. Like, it's like, damn, I can't get a night out, and she's like, well, gee, I can't remember the last time I had a night out either. It's like, god damn, like, you gonna wait until I'm about to leave? Like, yo,
yeah,
that shit
start some bullshit already. Start the bullshit already,
man.
dude. The fuck?
It's one night. I can't chill for one night. Damn.
For real.
I was like, god damn it, man. And then she took too long. You know, another flaw. She took too long to say I love you too. She took too goddamn long. Mm-hmm. And then when he went in for the kiss, she kind of put her cheek in there. I don't like it. But that's
that could have been his last night home. That could have been his last night.
Exactly, man. You want to give him grief and shit. Like, enough.
Yeah. So that's my number 2. Judgment Night. It's a badass movie, bro. It's a badass movie. I fucking love this movie. I think for me, this is the bar that I hold most Survive the Night movies to. Like, this is the bar, honestly. Because this movie balances everything. Because it has a really good villain. The stakes are really high. It's really intense. And I think what makes it also is that you have likable leads and a fucking hateable villain. And you just don't have that anymore. Like, you don't. Because now everyone is a piece of shit. Like, you think about, like, Run All Night. Like, everyone's a piece of shit in the movie except for the son. And you're hoping the son... And the son just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. On top of that. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck.
And, like, you could tell the friends, you could tell they're all best friends, but you could tell in certain spots that shit is not all the way okay with them. Like, especially Emilio Estevez and Stephen Dorff. Like, when they're all on the side of the road about to get into that fight, he's like, somebody could blow your goddamn head off. He's like, yo, you're not my father. And then he goes up to Cuba Gooding Jr., and it's a really good scene because you don't see the scene where he said what he said to him, but he's like, yo, man, I told you, don't encourage him with that macho shit. And then he's like, yo, you're not his father, bro. And he pats him on the shoulder and walks off. Like, those little moments count, and, like, you take that kind of shit, their bonds into consideration when they're in certain situations that they might not make it out of. But they made it. I'm glad they did, because that sewer sequence was getting a little crazy.
My God, bro.
What?
This would have been awful casting had they did this. And
who almost got casted instead?
John Travolta as Emilia Estevez character, and Kevin Spacey as the main villain.
I mean, they were spot on with Kevin Spacey. That was just future reference in itself. But Kevin Spacey...
I wasn't going to go there, but I was like, yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey would have been going after him just to fuck him, and that's it. Like, so that shit would have raised the stakes even higher, because you got to run even faster for your life at that point when Kevin Spacey's after you. But John Travolta, I mean, at what year was this? 93? 94?
92, 93, yeah. 93.
I don't know,
would
man.
Have taken place in early 93, so... John Travolta at this point in time was not as... Yeah, he wasn't box office.
No diss to John Travolta.
And Kevin Spacey at this point in time was not Kevin Spacey.
No, he wasn't. And this is before we knew that he was into what he was into. Yeah.
Dennis Leary made that role his. And I don't think anyone else could have done what Dennis Leary did.
Yeah.
He brought something to that role. I don't think Kevin Spacey... I think Kevin Spacey would have played it way too serious, and it wouldn't have been as funny or as, like, unhinged.
I keep picturing like a scruffy John Travolta from Look Who's Talking, but it's just something at the time, bro.
He's
It
too
was just something
old.
a little. Yeah, it was something a little edgier about Emilio Estevez that made that character work. Like I think Emilio Estevez always had a little edge to him. Like I look at like Men at Work, even the Mighty Ducks at some point in certain scenes, man. But like he just had more like grr, like he just had a little bit more
gruff to
bark.
him. Yeah, he had more
Exactly.
gruff.
Yeah, he had a little bit more gruff to him than John Travolta at that time. Like I don't really think John Travolta showed me that until Face Off, maybe. And even then, he was playing somebody else. Oh, Pulp Fiction too. Yeah,
he was basically doing a Nick Cage impersonation for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's the dude playing another dude dressed as another dude.
Yeah, I mean, you would have fucked this movie up big time. You casted those.
That could be a future episode, like where we discuss like some of the what would have been casting choices. Because like think of like Bad Boys. That was gonna be fucking Dana Carvey and John Lovitz.
I know. We got lucky, bro. Seriously.
Yo, that shit. Yo, I'm telling you, man, we wouldn't have got a 2, 3 and Bad Boys Ride or Die and a fucking LA Confidential spinoff or whatever the fuck it was based off the sister. Man, I guess they thought they were the two funniest guys at the time. Like, and y'all could have did better than that.
Yeah, I don't know. They wrote it specifically for them, so I was like, okay, cool.
They'll remake Bad Boys in like 10 years or so. They'll have like Jai Courtney and Sam Worthington fucking play it.
They would call it Boomerang.
Oh my god, man.
Boomerangs.
Oh, that shit. Oh, that would have been hilarious. Hilarioso.
All right, so what's your
Judgment Night?
Yeah, Judgment Night.
Well, no, Judgment Night. Yeah, Judgment Night was my number one. That was my number one.
All right, so what was your number two?
It was Assault on Precinct 13. I think we're down. Yeah, I think we're down to. Are we down to your number one?
Yeah, my number one is a movie that took me by surprise and is arguably the best movie in this person's filmography, and it is Running Scared, starring Paul Walker.
Oh,
that fucking movie is fucking insane. It is intense. God, it has a twist at the end that you don't really see coming. It keeps you on your toes. It's highly stylized, and you can see the influence of this film with Run All Night. Like Run All Night wanted to be Running Scared with its stylized visuals. Running Scared took me by surprise because I'm like, Paul Walker, really? And this is when he was coming out of the Fast and the Furious franchise. This is before Fast 4. This is where he's in that little awkward... Yeah, this is where he's like in that awkward stage where he's doing things and just doesn't know what's working. But this fucking movie worked. I don't know why. Played to his strengths. And I wish Paul Walker did more films like this before he had passed away. Because goddamn, I feel like this movie showed his real talent and his range as an actor.
Man, he was going through it, yo. That moment where he was having like a panic attack and he comes in and he's like hyperventilating. He's like, I feel like I'm having a fucking heart attack. Like that's yo, just oh my god, man. I had never even heard of it, and one of my homies just threw the movie on, and I was like, god damn, the opening from start to finish, yo. Like the opening went crazy, but then when you get to that ice rink scene, bro, at the end of it, that shit goes insane, yo. And Vera Farmiga, god damn, she's so fucking... No, Vera Farmiga, that was peak Vera Farmiga at the time, but I just hated that fucking kid, Oleg. I hated Oleg. I didn't care whether he lived or died, honestly. Hated him. Couldn't stand him.
That was Cameron Bright, right?
Cameron Bright, yep. Mr. Twilight, Breaking Dawn himself. And he was Leech in X-Men The Last Stand. I couldn't stand him, man. He's like, go Razors. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut your bitch ass up. This all happened because of him.
Yeah, exactly. All because he couldn't get, like, he had to stand up for himself. Like, be a man, bro. Just take that shit.
I mean, honestly, the way his stepdad was, I actually do applaud him for shooting the shit out of him. You're lucky he didn't kill you, because the mom came with the food and he's like, he just put the cigarette out, and then I'm like, Joe, you are just a terrible human being. And he was cooking meth in his backyard and shit. But yo, it was, and the movie's such a scramble, yo. Like him getting the bullet out of the wall, and then the cops come in and he puts the gum on his shoe to pick the bullet up, and then he's got to make sure the gun doesn't get traced. It's so much, yo. So much going on in there. Then you got fucking Malcolm McDowell 2.0 that we be talking about, the Mac Daddy pimp. Like he's fucking hilarious.
Lester.
Yeah, he is hilarious, yo. Lester, I hate him. Looks just like Malcolm McDowell in Milk Money, yo. Just like him.
I always thought that was Malcolm McDowell, bro.
Yeah,
for the longest time.
Same here. I was like, oh, what's he doing in this shit? And that I remember on another episode we said that he looks just like him, dresses like him. He looks like Walter.
Yeah, especially in the close-up scene when he first gets the gun.
Yeah, and then oh my god, man, the scene with the that actress is fine as hell, but she plays such a creep. The scene with the parents when they find those videotapes in there,
yeah,
and they got the 2 kids in that apartment.
That was
dark,
the most gangster shit ever, bro. She's like, I want to report a dead bodies.
Yep,
boom,
exactly.
Boom.
Shot the fuck out of them, and then she took the 2 kids to the park and was like, yo, y'all gonna be all right, yo. Yeah, because I feel like you need vigilantes for people like that, bro. Because the law, like, it's just gonna be like, yeah, we'll just give them community service. It's a mental illness. No, they need to go on the ground, yo. They need to go on the fucking ground, man. Exactly. And he said it himself. The dad or the husband, whoever the hell he was, he said himself. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. Like, I have some serious issues, and I need to be taken in by the police. I need to go to jail. Like, take me in." It's like, no, I got something better for you. You gonna catch these
fucking
hot ones for
point
sure.
Straight to the temple.
Yeah,
boom.
Yeah, she shot the shit out of them, yo. No remorse.
And that was no like small piece. That was a fucking 45, bro. So that
yeah. Yeah, and the scene drags out for so long, man, because Oleg is scared of them. They're trying to make him dress up and record him. He goes into the bathroom and he calls Vera Farmiga. She's like, yo, look at it is intense. Like, it keeps you on edge because you wonder when are they gonna like bust through the bathroom door and see what he's doing. And did you notice that the shadows of them two are demonic, are creatures, bro?
Yeah.
Little things like that. That's why the movie is well directed. It's little things like that a lot of people probably don't even pick up on. Or they just see it and just like it's just like a nothing type of thing.
It just it tells you it's a very subtle way of revealing their true nature as well. I thought that was so fucking good and so on point. Running Scared is arguably one of the best Survive the Night movies, at least for me, dude, because it's a movie that's done right, and it's 100 from the opening scene. It never lets up, dude. Never.
And then they got Abraham from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, Gummy Bear Sal.
Shot the shit out of him though. Like that was I didn't expect that.
Fucking Johnny Boy.
But I guess because he was I think he was working with the feds or something like that. He was talking.
Yeah, he was a rat.
Basically. Yeah, and Johnny Messner just shot the fuck out of him. I always thought Johnny Messner in like an alternate universe could play Wolverine. I don't know if I'm just going too far with that, but I think it was ever since he was in Anacondas. The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. I was like, this dude could maybe one day, but no.
I wish Johnny Messner was in more things, bro. Because he has a really good voice too, like that gravelly voice. Like, he was completely underutilized in The Equalizer, in my opinion.
He was in that shit?
Yeah, he was the construction worker waiting for Frank in the cafe. Before Frank like kicked his ass and killed him.
Yeah, early on in the movie, I forgot. He got the hard hat on and shit.
Yeah,
he made himself obvious though in that scene because it's like, yo, dog, you're not even in here to eat. What do you want? What you want with me, man?
Yeah,
yeah. Johnny
Messner,
he's hilarious. He is hilarious.
This is a guy we did pretty good. This is a guy that would have been great in a Tarantino film, bro.
Johnny Messner?
Yeah.
Tarantino probably would have had him licking someone's feet or something. I was just talking to my coworker about like Tarantino's fetishes because he said that he hadn't seen he said he wasn't crazy about Pulp Fiction, and he said he hadn't seen Jackie Brown. But I was like, yeah, I said Tarantino's got some fetishes that are just a little odd at times.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're so fucking obvious. Oh, dude, Johnny Messner was in the OC? The fuck?
The TV series?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He was also in Son of the Beach. Chuck, The Gates, Dark Blue. He was also in Jane the Virgin. That's weird.
The fuck is that?
It was a ABC dramatity about a teenage girl who gave birth, but she was a virgin. If I'm thinking, that's what it was.
She's a fucking Virgin Mary reincarnated.
Yeah, yeah. So she was artificially inseminated during a routine checkup. What the fuck? Oh my god! But yeah, that's Jane.
I want to know what was the pitch for that shit? Like, you know what'd be really cool, guys? Virgin Mary in modern day.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Exactly. Oh shit. All right, that's our list for Survive the Night. I think that was a good list.
Yeah. Oh, you got any honorable mentions before we close out?
Yeah, I do. I got Night of the Living Dead.
Oof. Damn
Welcome
you!
to
I didn't
Raccoon-
even put that on my honorable mention.
Welcome to Raccoon City. Die Hard. The Raid. Trespass. Green Room. And Assault on Precinct 13.
The fact that I purposely didn't put Night of the Living Dead on my list because I always I'm like, yeah, let me step outside the box. I don't want to put Night of the Living Dead on my list, but I had I put The Gates, the one that you were telling me to watch. I seen your review for that. And like when you reviewed it, I was like, let me try to give this a chance because it's not that I wrote it off, but I was like, I feel like this movie's not getting enough. Like people aren't promoting this movie enough. Like Mason Gooding's trying to build himself up. I already know who Algie Smith is from like the New Edition story and The Hate You Give and shit. The other guy, I've seen him in movies, but The Gates was a cool Survive the Night movie. They did some really stupid shit in there. Like what's Bull doing in the studio, bro? What the?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That was,
and then at the same party where the girl was like, listen, I need you to just do this for me, and I give you the code to the gate, or I'll get you the code to the gate. And it's just like, dog, like why do y'all keep fucking playing around? Like y'all not like your lives ain't at stake. James Vanderbeek was great in that movie.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, he was so good. God rest his soul. R.I.P. Dawson. So good in the movie, yo. And I'm glad they made it out without getting killed. But I was like, I thought that Mason Gooding was going to be the only one to make it out. Like, and then when the preacher was actually on their side at some point until I think he called up. What was his name? Judah or Jedediah, some shit like that. He called them up.
Yeah.
It was like, these might be the boys that you're looking for. But they were sharing stories and he offered them whiskey and all of that. I was like, yo, like, this dude is going to do the right thing. And then the black chick that Mason Gooding called, or when he was at her house or something like that, she's like, I have the smallest house on the block and it still costs more than my parents could ever afford in their entire lives. And it's like, yo, but you see what's going on? Like you need it that bad? Like that you're willing to do the wrong thing and people's lives are at stake? Like, but the movie, it was all right. It was all right. I definitely hope that a lot more people see it because it wasn't bad, but that's another fear is like getting trapped in this neighborhood where you don't look like everybody else there. So the odds are definitely stacked up against you and it's no way out. Like everybody's underfoot from this crazy pastor. So shit was
It's funny too because when I posted my review, a lot of the comments said, "Yeah, I put this on a whim and I was thoroughly surprised." And I put it on a whim too, bro, because I was like, I was at work and I was like, man, I ain't got shit to do, so I'm just gonna hang out. And so
yeah,
I just watched
pretty
it
good.
and like I was gonna put it on the background and I ended up getting invested. funny how that happens.
Shit was pretty good, man.
And it's funny too because around that time we were doing characters that ain't shit, and I was definitely gonna put that dude on there, bro. Who he really wasn't. The driver really wasn't shit, bro. He wasn't
Algie
shit.
Smith.
Yeah, that motherfucker dude pissed me off.
He was
because
a bitch,
he reminded me of a homie that I used to have that pulled the exact same shit, and it pissed me the fuck off, dude. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah,
stop.
Just shut up. Yeah, exactly. Just exactly. Just shut the fuck up. That's it.
Just stop.
Exactly. You nailed it, yo. Because it's crazy that we both know somebody like that just escalates the situation when our escape of the situation is right there. You are just that dude was just obnoxious from the moment the cops pulled them over. The moment they were in that garage trying to keep quiet, and he just had to have his moment on his soapbox and just be loud and just like, I'm like, yo,
dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, I hope you die in this movie. I hope they kill your character,
or at least get hurt, Yeah. You know what I mean? So you understand. And then he was willing to let his boy go at it alone. He was like, fuck that. I'm gonna leave. Like, okay, fine. I had a homie like that, dude, and I used to kick it with him for like fucking 10 years. This motherfucker got me nothing but trouble. I couldn't even go to a party with this fucking dude without getting into some shit because this motherfucker slept with someone's dude's girlfriend. Or
you a liability.
Or he talks shit. Yeah, dude, it's like, dude, this is why I stopped hanging out with you, bro. Like, because you a liability and you won't get me fucked up for no reason. I'm like, I can't do this no more, bro.
Algie Smith, man, he was just the worst of the worst for real. But that definitely
fucking Gamer Harold, bro, I love you. I love you, Gamer Harold. You the man, dude.
He said, honestly, me waking up Saturday to watch this live carries the same vibe as 7-year-old me waking up to watch the episode. Wow. Damn, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yo, we you know, I sound like a broken record every time we say this, man. We do love you, and we appreciate you, man, like being like one of our true day one listeners. Like I remember I was watching one of our old episodes, I think sometime this week, and I was talking about Gamer Harold on the episode, and I was like, yo, like I'm really fucking like beside myself that he watches our shit on his TV like it's an actual TV show. I'm like, that shit is so decent, man. Like we don't take any of that kind of shit for granted, like at all. We love that shit. And like I said, Gamer Harold, you will be one of the first when the shit jumps off. Let's make sure we don't forget him in our acceptance speech. Like we're not walking off stage and then we're like, and Gamer Harold, thanks. Like we got to make sure he's prioritized at some point. But yeah, the Gates was on my honorable mentions. Black and Blue is on there. The First Purge, Ready or Not, VFW is on my honorable mentions too.
Those two, Ready or Not, VFW. I still have not seen that.
Bro, please. And I can't even say shit because there's so many movies you have. Like, I still haven't watched Wraith. It's so many movies you recommended to me that I haven't watched yet. But bro, VFW is just the old guns just holding down the fort from these crazy drug-infused maniacs. They're not zombies, but if you want to say that they're zombies, cool. But they're not eating people. They're like, they got axes and bats and all these weapons and shit, and they're just holding down this veterans bar, trying to survive. Yo, it's fucking Fred Williamson, William Sadler, David Patrick Kelly. We were just talking about him. What's my man name from Cheers that just passed away? Can't remember. But just a cast of OGs. There you go. Cast of OGs, man, and there's one younger guy who's in the mix too. He's like a veteran too, and he's trying to get home and I think to his girlfriend or his fiance or whatever. But bro, like just the dialogue amongst them alone, a lot of the scenes, I keep telling myself like this wasn't scripted. Like these are just these guys shooting the shit, man. These old veterans, these old friends, they're coming back for somebody's birthday. Like I love that shit. Oh, and damn, how did I forget? What's his face from Don't Breathe? Stephen Lang. He's like the main guy. Stephen Lang. He's the one that's picking everybody up in his truck. William Sadler's sleep in the back of the truck. They start getting fucked up and they talk about everything. Yo, the cast is so good, man. The dynamic between those characters is so good, yo. So good. Yeah, VFW is just badass, yo.
I'm gonna have to watch this at some point. I think I'm gonna save this for Halloween as one of my 30 films.
What, VFW?
Yeah. Okay, Shadow. Okay.
So what happened?
My dog worked out. All right, and that was all your honorable mentions.
Yep. Yeah, that's all of them.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna cut it for today.
Johnny's like, I'm tired as fuck, man.
Man, I've been up since 2.
Two? I've been up since I want to say 5. I've been up since.
Shit. Yeah. So like we're both pushing. We're both pushing it. Like
Yeah,
I'm on
cutting it
full.
close, man. We're like fucking Elm Street kids, yo. Like as far as these sleeping patterns go.
Yeah. Cat, got got her leg amputated, so like I've been sleeping out in the living room, keeping an eye on her, waking up every 2 hours, make sure she stays away from her stitches and shit. So
Oh, is she messing with the stitches?
not so far. She's kind of left them alone, but I don't want to get too comfortable and then wake up and all of a sudden her stitches are all like fucked up. You know what I mean?
Oh God. Yeah. Prayers up for the cat, man. We need everybody sending healing prayers for Zuko's cat.
Keep strong though. Like last night, bro, she's on her tripod legs and she saw a moth. She fucking jumped up and grabbed it and started munching on it. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
The fact that you fucking just said tripod legs, bro. I'm not like.
Yeah, dude, she got tripod legs.
So
But
this is what we do. We build her the machine gun leg from fucking Planet Terror, bro. That super badass at that point.
yeah, yeah, we're gonna have to manufacture that.
Listen,
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez will do it for a fee. I almost said Quentin Tarantino, but I forgot he didn't direct that movie.
No, you directed the other one. The other one
Yeah,
with
Death Proof.
Death Proof, which I don't hate. I don't think it's a bad movie. I think
It's all
his
right.
part,
It's very
his
it
part,
just drags, yo.
not the director's cut. The director's cut drags. There's just so much
There's a
dialogue.
director's cut of Death Proof.
Yeah, and it's just
It
nothing but them talking, bro. That's all
Yeah,
it
it
is.
didn't need to be. It didn't need to be because there's so many, and I know that's Quentin Tarantino's thing. Like I love how he writes dialogue and conversations with people, but we didn't need a director's cut of that, man, because it already drags. It already drags out.
It really does. All right, so for next month, what are we looking at? We're looking at the 11th and the 25th.
Yeah. We're doing the sequels episode, right?
Yeah, that's the plot points where we take plot points from the sequels.
Oh man, I started writing mines. I think I got 2 down, but I don't want to do all horror. It's another one where I don't want to do like all horror sequel points to change up. But there's 2 I was like, yeah, nah, that's
Are
I'm
we
not
just
cool with
doing
that.
sequels, or are we doing prequels and remakes, or just sequels?
Hmm. Um. Whatever. All of them. Sequel, prequels, remakes. Like
Okay.
plot points we would change up about all of them. Fuck it.
Yeah, then in that case, I'm just
Cause
gonna put in that Elm Street one that I texted you.
yeah. Cause two more just came to mind actually. One for sure. And is it fucking raining outside? It looks like it's gonna rain. It sounds like it's raining. I don't know.
Well, actually, there's a storm hitting. I don't know if you guys are close to it. You're obviously in Philadelphia, but like New York is experienced a storm this weekend. So I don't don't know if you're
Oh
on
yeah,
that.
we're gonna catch we're gonna catch the tail end of that. I don't know who had a storm, who the fuck was responsible for it last week, bro. Cause when I leave work, cause I work out in the county, I catch a lift to like uh it's 309, so I catch a lift off at 309, and then from there I catch my two buses home. 309, you couldn't see shit. You could not see nothing. All the rain and shit, and I was scared for my motherfucking life, like holding on to my seatbelt because I'm like, all right, like let's make it there. I gets out the fucking lift, bro, and there's like I walk through this parking lot to go to the bus stop. By the time I got to the staircase, before I even crossed the street to the bus stop, everything soaked. Everything. Everything. I had to put my phone in a little emergency pocket. I had to take my earbuds out. I had to flip my little work bag around because everything was getting drenched. All the papers and shit I had in there, everything. Shit started flooding immediately. Niggas had to step over puddles and shit. Yo, it was crazy. It was insane, yo. Whole blocks were flooding. I've always ride past my old block when I'm on the first bus, and the whole block is flooded. It looked like the fucking monsoon from Jumanji. Got caught in that shit. I got caught in that entire storm, yo. And then I got off the bus to come home and had to walk home in that shit too. It was a mess, bro. It was a mess. That shit blew. At some point, the winds were so strong, it blew our whole fucking like the trampoline over and the gazebo we got in the backyard. That shit fucked all of our stuff up in the yard. It was crazy. Like, we don't get natural disasters out here, but those storms, the back end of those storms is quite enough. It was a mess, yo. Shit was a mess.
For the 25th, you want to do movies we survived?
25th. Yep. I'll probably start working on that shit tonight too. I feel like I'm just gonna go back and forth for each list and just try to
Ball movies on there.
Huh?
Nothing but Ula Ball movies on the list.
Oh man, I like what if we doing top 5? You can do all his movies: House of the Dead, Blood Rain, fucking Alone in the Dark, Blood Rain 2, Blood Rain 3. That's it right there. I won't even put Rampage in there because it's tolerable.
Did you know that's a fucking franchise?
Yeah, he went to the White House in one of them.
That is insane to me, bro. Like
There's like 3 movies.
There are 5 movies of that with Brendan.
Oh, 5?
Yeah, there are 5 of those fucking movies I found on Prime.
Oh, I didn't know there were 5. Shit, I thought there were just 3 of them. Because I know one of them he was trying to get funding for a while back.
There's one of the White House. There's one where he gets captured. There's one where he goes overseas. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, cool.
The first one was enough for me.
Yeah, I probably watched the first one just to give it a go. People say,
Oh, you never saw it?
Dude, I don't watch any of his movies, bro.
Oh man, it is Brendan Fletcher's really good in that movie, bro. He's an underrated actor even in the worst movies that he's in. He's pretty good. And he's scary as shit, yo. The dude just orders a Teflon suit, these 2 automatic weapons, and just starts killing everybody. Everybody. The only people he does it, I ain't even gonna spoil it for you. But he's killing.
That and Post.
He is a bit of a problem in that movie, man. Like, he drives like he's got a remote control van. He drives into the police station with barrels of just explosives in the back of it, blows up the police station, takes care of them, and then he just starts killing people. Coffee shop, diner, hair salon, it don't matter. It's scary as shit in that sense. Plus, I was fried the first time I watched it years back, and I was like, yeah, I kept looking at the door. Yeah, I kept looking at the door of the dude's apartment I was at, and I was just like, yo, like, I feel like somebody's gonna come in here and shoot this shit up. And no motive, no nothing. He don't need a motive of anything. He spins the block for this coffee shop owner who was being an asshole towards him in the beginning of the movie, and he asks him to make him the same exact coffee that he asked for in the first scene. And he's like, yeah, why don't you make it like your life depends on it? And mind you, he's got the gear on with the guns out, and the dude is scared for his life, and he's like, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to get the fuck out of here. He's like, are you serious, man? And he starts counting down. He kills him anyway. Shoots him right in the fucking back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom.
Fucks his shit up, man. He is catching. I don't know the body count. Like, it's hard to count because he kills people in bunches in certain scenes, yo. Like, Yo, gather up, everybody, go right there. Like just straight like that. Clips for days.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, this shit's fucked up. I feel like this is Uwe Boll's social commentary on what he wants to do to the industry for not accepting
I was
him.
gonna make that same fucking observation. Like,
yeah, man,
it feels like he's lashing out at his critics.
Yeah, he was reflecting.
Yeah,
he was definitely reflecting.
Definitely projecting. All right, man.
Oh, projecting. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Oh no, it is definitely raining. I just seen it out the back window. Oh joy.
It's cloudy, so it should be easier to go to sleep. And I'm gonna probably go see Supergirl either tomorrow or later tonight. So hopefully I'll have a review up for that.
Yeah, I'll be looking out for it. I'll be looking out for it. I mean, even though I know what I'm going for, I'm going to see Lobo. Just be a badass. That's it. Anything else is a bonus, even in a Supergirl movie, which is fucked up. But I heard that the other villain, is corny. I forgot his name, but yeah, I'm going for Lobo and Crypto.
Yeah.
Supergirl's cool, but Crypto is fucked up in this one, ain't he?
Yeah, he gets shot with a poison arrow. So.
Oh, that's right.
See what happens. All right, man. It was good talking to you. Good doing the stream.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we were able to pull this one off and didn't have to wait.
Yeah.
And shout out to everybody that tuned in and chimed in. My bad, I didn't get to read all the comments, but we appreciate y'all per usual, man. Thank you for supporting us and tuning in and dealing with our bullshit once again. And we didn't get canceled. We almost did. Dame Dash tried to get us out of here, but no cigar. Not this time.
I'm gonna see if it does very well on the replay, and if it is, I'm gonna clip that shit. Dad, try to cancel us.
Man, and that timing was so weird because it's like, yeah, what if he was watching?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Too suspicious for my liking. All right, man. Well, I will see you in a couple weeks. I'll text you throughout the week, let you know what's up. And until then, everyone have a safe weekend, have fun, and enjoy your summer. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
All right. See you on the next stream.